Morning, folks. Kevin here. Well, it's November 19th, 2025. Over here on the west side of the property here. And this is part of our living fence line along in here. We've got trees down all the way down in here. Some of the dead ones have blown over some. But this is our... so we have the curly willows or corkscrew willows all along in there. We have some oaks, some maples, some black locusts, some honey locusts, elderberries in there, lemon balm, and then we have our fig trees. Now we're in a very cold tempered climate here, so our Chicago hardy and geez, I can't remember the other variety we have. It'll come to me. Our other fig trees, they can't survive these harsh winters that we do have. Yesterday we did get some loads of leaves in from the town, thank God. Great, we're real fortunate that we got a relationship with our town highway department there, and they'll drop off the leaves that they pick up at the cemetery. Now there's lots of limbs and stuff in it and little flags, you know, from things from the cemetery, but I'll sort through all that and we'll do leaf mold out of that. But one of the things that I will do also is I'll come down here, and first thing I'll do is I'll come down today and do a quick pruning of these fig trees, and I'll prune out all the dead stuff and all of these little ones that are shooting up. I'll decide which ones to keep because there are just too many of them, and we don't want it so high. And I didn't get to harvesting all the figs. I didn't harvest any of the figs from over here this year. So I'm gonna come down and prune this first. Then I'll hook up the grapple. We have a small Land Pride grapple on Mini Me. And I'll bring that over and get some of the leaves and deposit it on the fig trees that I pruned off and all. I may end up putting some wood chips at a little bit of a row in front of it. Now, what we used to do is we used to cover it with a white plastic covering, the whole row. But that's too much for Thea and I to do nowadays and all. So I'll put some loads of leaves on top of it. I may put a little row of wood chips in front of it because when the winds come out of the northwest, it'll help to keep some of the leaves on the fig trees themselves. So that's my thought to start the day off this morning. It's warming up. It's 32.9 now. So the frost is coming off the ground. The sun's coming up. Should be a sunny day today. Hopefully the winds aren't too bad. We lucked out yesterday, not too high of winds. So I think I'm going to get started now. Here we go.
In the heart of our food forest where the wild things roam, we let go of tradition, made this land our home. No central leader standing tall, no vase to shape the sky. We prune for the creatures who pass us by. We prune for the wild, let the branches grow free, for the deer, the birds, and the harmony. No fences to hold them, no rules to bind. We're shaping our trees with nature in mind. Pruning for the wild in the soil so deep, building a forest where the earth can sleep. Let deer come and pull down the branches low, squirrels and raccoons in the trees we sow. We leave the fruit for the ones who share. In this forest of life, there's more than enough to spare. We prune for the wild, let the branches grow free, for the deer, the birds, and the harmony. No fences to hold them, no rules to bind. We're shaping our trees with nature in mind. Pruning for the wild in the soil so deep, building a forest where the earth can sleep. The deer come and pull down the branches low, squirrels and raccoons in the trees we sow. We leave the fruit for the ones who share. In this forest of life, there's more than enough to spare. We prune for the wild, let the branches grow free. For the deer, the birds, and the harmony. No fences to hold them, no rules to bind. We're shaping our trees with nature in mind. Pruning for the wild and the soil so deep. Building a forest where the earth can sleep. No more bending low beneath heavy limbs. Age teaches wisdom in the way we trim. We prune to protect, to let the forest thrive. With every cut, we're keeping life alive. We prune for the wild, let the branches grow free. For the deer, the birds, and the harmony. No fences to hold them, no rules to bind. We're shaping our trees with nature in mind. Pruning for the wild and the soil so deep. Building a forest where the earth can sleep. In the quiet of the morning, with a sunrising view, we're pruning for the wild, for me and for you. A forest that's free, with branches wide. A gift to the land, with the earth as our guide.
Had to go back and get my camera from the shop. So I thought I just finished pruning the fig trees. Now, this whole year they were completely neglected. I was totally preoccupied with the workshop collapse, you know, prepping an area for the shipping containers, getting the shipping containers in, doing the whole demo work on the workshop, trying to sort through things. This year has been one hell of a challenge. So, yes, Mama's out there with the bird feeder. Pigeons, all the birds go following her. And she does have a sensitivity to birds with her lungs. Anyways, so I just got done going down and pruning the fig trees. Now, are they completely pruned for next season? No, absolutely not. One, I wanted to remove any low liars. Those are the ones that are coming out to the sides and just shooting out like this one here is and all. Try to remove as many of those as possible. Remove all of the dead wood. Remove everything that's crossing or in an area that I don't want them to be in. And then chopping them off, although I didn't do it right just above the apical bud. There's the apical bud. I did this quickly, so that part above that will die. But a lot of these will die. I figure this is the height of the leaves that I'll probably get them at, and it'll probably crush down to about to here. But we'll have buds down at this level that will take off next year, and all of these upper parts will have to be cut off. I cut off a lot of the ones to make it more like bushes. This is more like a bush than a tree, and that will help to support the leaves as they're piled on top of these, and create air spaces down below. Our winters here are pretty harsh, so you can see a lot of the material all along in here that I dug out of here, that I cut out of here. These need to be pruned again in the springtime. God knows whether I'll be able to do that or not, but I left this real bushy. I left all those little ones in there, and they all need to come out in the spring. But I think they'll create little air pockets with the leaves around there, which will keep some of these stems viable. So hopefully this is making sense. You can see it's a big debris pile here. I did prune a couple of other trees while I was here. Everything there's so much pruning and cleaning up that needs to be done around here. And you know, it is what it is for this season. So now what I'll do is I'll take Mini Me and take her down and back, and I'll put the grapple on it. I got a Land Pride grapple, and I'll probably come up here first and just sort of rake these up with the grapple, a lot of these limbs that are sticking out here, and just move them out of here for right now. And it won't be perfect, But a lot of it back in there I did chop and drop. So a lot of the pieces will just decompose over there. Would it have been fine to put all of these in there? Yes. But in this, if you see how they sort of create these spaces, great for the leaves to sit in there and keep the viable stems from freezing over the winter months. But my goal in the spring is to use my leaf blower and blow the leaves out into this direction, and I can reuse the leaves that I use for insulation for the fig trees for making more leaf mold, making more soil basically. So those are my thinking processes as I go through this process. So just sharing my thoughts with you. Again, Chicago hardy and brown turkey figs are very hardy trees, and we bring the rest of the small ones all inside. But if done properly, even you could take one or two of these plants and put leaves around them or put insulation around them, wrap a burlap around them, and you can have fig trees here in central New York. We have figs later on in the season here in central New York. So we'll go get the grapple on. We'll get all of this stuff sort of picked up here. And then we'll go through the leaf pile that I got from the truckloads from the town yesterday. Now there's a lot of branches in there as well, so I'll have to separate out the branches. Then we'll use the grapple to bring leaves down here and deposit them on top of these figs. And we'll see, will I go and get wood chips to put in front of this yet? I don't know. I've got stuff to do in the workshop as well. But it's a relatively calm day today, so it's really a good day to do leaves. You don't want to do the leaves on a real windy day. Okay. And I just had the sun behind me, so not so great with the camera work, Kevin. All right, here I go.
The sun broke through the clouds today. A golden light chased the gray away. The trees of the forest stand tall, proud and wide. This heart of mine feels a shift inside. I'm rising again, like the morning sun, finding my strength. The battle's not done. Through every storm, through the pouring rain, I'll stand my ground. I'm rising again. My old body's sore, but it still holds strong. Been weathered and worn, but it's still ready to go. The creek runs low, yet it keeps its song. Just like me, it's been here all along. Every scar's a story, every fall a fight, but there's fire in my soul, burning bright. I'm rising again, like the morning sun, finding my strength. The battle's not done. Through every storm, through the pouring rain, I'll stand my ground. I'm rising again. The wind may howl, the nights may freeze, but roots run deep beneath these trees. The road is rough, but I'll carry on. With every step, I'm where I belong. Sunrise burning off the mist on the interstate sign. The flag at the courthouse standing straight on the line. Just another Tuesday, gotta earn my daily bread, working double shift till the light starts fading red. I see folks from every corner punching the same clock. Shoulder to shoulder, we're built like granite rock. Yeah, we argue about the Yankees and we argue about the tax, but when the hard times hit, there's no turning back. There's a word we all learned in the grade school halls, indivisible. Listen when the high wind calls. It means when my neighbor's back is bowed and weak, my own strength is the promise that I gotta speak. We pledge our hand over heart to the
but the soul's shining through. One nation under God, standing on common ground. Indivisible is the only way we stick around. My grandfather came through Ellis, yours drove a covered wagon. My buddy fights a wildfire, his sister's serving in the Pentagon. We may not pray the same, we may not share the same skin, but we bleed the same color when the fighting has to begin. The only banner we need is the one with 50 stars, not the small town arguments or the walls that keep us far. We stand up for the freedom and the life that we pursue, to the republic for which it stands, faithful, honest, and true. There's a word we all learned in the grade school halls, indivisible. Listen when the high wind calls. It means when my neighbor's back is bowed and weak, my own strength is the promise that I gotta speak. We pledge our hand over heart to the red, white, and blue, not just to the fabric but the soul shining through. One nation under God, standing on common ground. Indivisible is the only way we stick around. The headlines they scream, trying hard to split the seam, but you look in the eyes of a soldier, a farmer, a common team. We swore that oath a long time ago with a fire in our heart, that we would never let the bitterness tear this dream apart. It ain't about the power, it's about the liberty and justice for all. There's a word we all learned in the grade school halls, indivisible. Listen when the high wind calls. It means when my neighbor's back is bowed and weak, my own strength is the promise that I gotta speak. We pledge our hand over heart to the red, white, and blue, not just to the fabric but the soul shining through. One nation under God, standing on common ground. Indivisible is the only way we stick around. Yeah, one nation, indivisible forever. Let the whole world see, the only thing that matters is the we.
Well, getting the figs taken care of went pretty well this morning. It's afternoon now. We're supposed to get sunshine. It looks like there might be a peak of sun coming up, but I don't think we have had any sunshine whatsoever today. And it's supposed to get to 40, and it's 34 degrees. And although I work out here every day when it's this cold, when you're actually moving your body parts, you tend to stay a bit warmer. But I got bone-chilling freezing. Yes, Timmy. Yes, handsome boy. So I went in and started a fire because it's so damn cold today. And yeah, sitting in the tractor for a couple of hours doing this can be a bit challenging. So anyways, I used the Land Pride grapple on Mini Me to go ahead and sort of like pull back most of the prunings. I got all the prunings done. I was pretty happy with how that worked out. And there'll be more pruning that needs to be done in the springtime. But I got a layer of leaves, and a lot of these leaves are still pretty wet. So there's more of a chance that they'll handle the high winds when they do kick up. It would be nice if I do find some time, make some time, to drop, a few buckets of wood chips just on this front edge of it as well. That's probably just a dream on my part at this point. But anyways, I'm pretty happy. I got that job done, and I'm real happy that the boys from the town brought us all the leaves. Jimmy, the driver, really quite a blessing and all. And as you could see in the video, I did go ahead and mix some of the composted material that we already had and some of the soil, mixed it in with the first parts of it. I used just over 1 load to do this job today, and 1 truckload that was delivered. So there's almost 3 loads left down there. And in the next couple of days, I'll come down and take the Hulk down there and mix some more of the soil in with it so we can get it starting to break down a little bit quicker and all. It really speeds it up when we take the leaves and we take other leaf mold that's already inoculated with the fungal organisms from the forest floor, and that speeds it up. And then we'll be adding compost to that as well. So pretty happy with that. Mini-Me, your little champion here. Quite the machine. Does a great job. Small tractor. No cab to keep me warm, but it's a good piece of equipment. So that's it for today's video, folks. Really appreciate your comments, your following us. Really helps out a lot and inspires me to make more videos. So in the meantime, stay safe, take care, and we'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye now.